Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again, man. And it's time for the Thursday banger. It's time for the Thursday banger, y'all. That's a lock. It's time for the Thursday banger. And I got one. That's a lock. Always. I keep one. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content, making sure everybody at work, everybody getting to the bag the legit way. You out there being productive with yourself. I don't mind giving y'all early morning content every day. It's no problem on my end. I have no problem warning y'all about how dangerous prison is. I have no problem doing these things, man. I just need y'all to do one thing. Just stay out the way for me, man. That's it. I don't ask for much. I just want you to stay out the way and enjoy your life, man. And we staying out the way, man, it's because it's just beats going to jail, man. If you breaking the law out there, man, you going to jail. That's a lot. You definitely going to jail, man. So we staying out the way for that particular reason right there. Because we don't want to go to jail, man. We're not going to be stupid with ourselves, man, and put ourselves in predicaments and positions where we know we can probably get in trouble, man, leave our loved ones, man. No, we're going to do all the right things, man. We're going to go all the right places. We're going to hang around the right friends. We're going to do everything that we're supposed to do because it makes sense at the end of the day, man. Just think about it, man. If you want to just stay out here and just be for the rest of your life until you 40 in penitentiary, 50 in penitentiary, then be my guest, man. Me, I'm trying to grow out here with my family. I'm trying to enjoy the free world. I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to eat what I want. I'm trying to do whatever I want to do, man, because I'm out here in the free world. You get locked up and you ruin your life. All that is out the window, man. So if you with trading that in for this, for the freedom out here, man, then knock yourself out, man. I'm just trying to tell y'all the right thing, and staying out the way is the right thing, y'all, period. But y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Thursday banger. So y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one, right? Like, share, subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called They Were Brothers. Yeah, man, this is a crazy situation right here, man. This was a crazy situation right here that I'm sharing with my people, man. But y'all gotta understand, man, people get put in predicaments in prison that sometimes it just be too sticky, man, and you might can't get out that situation, man. Like sometimes your freedom or your life, anything like that can get jeopardized over someone that you really care about, over someone you really love, man. And right then and there, you stuck in prison for more years, man. Prison is kind of a trap, man, of like really you don't stay prayed up and you don't kind of like make the right decisions and the right moves, because the wrong thing can get you more years, man. Hanging around the wrong association can get you more years, man. Take me for example, man. I went through all type of stuff in prison, but I was blessed to be able to make it out of there. I was blessed to never get into nothing too stupid, too crazy. So I'm blessed for those particular reasons, man. But in prison, man, anything is liable to happen when it comes to loved ones and people you got to get involved with, period, man. That's just how it is in there, man. But with that being said, we are on Sussex 2 for this one. We're going to start on Sussex 2 for this one, y'all. And I can remember being in 4D, man, on this one right here, man. I was in 4D pod, man. And I'm in there around this time right here that I'm in 4D. Like, I was involved in a situation where we was getting a little bit of paper, man, but everything just went downhill. The investigator came in there. He came in there and did a whole urinalysis test on the bottom tier. Gave the whole bottom tier urine samples, and everybody down there almost failed, including the dude that we used to get to go to the VI for us, man. You know what I mean? Right after that, he came and he top tier. It just so happened that I was lucky enough that the water worked for me on this one right here, y'all. Usually the water never works for me, but I drank the water just like my roommate did. Everybody drank the water. It didn't work for my roommate, man. The next day, the people came in there and told my homeboy to pack his bags. He was going to the Bing, man. That's what happens when you catch a dirty one on Sussex 2. You go to the hole. No exceptions, man. Like, I heard they started changing it in different prisons and stuff, like not locking dudes up for dirty ones. But Sussex has the room to put a lot of people in the hole. They have a whole building almost, except for that pod 3D that I was telling y'all I was in. It's 3 pods that hold 88. So they got enough room and space to put everybody in there when they catch dirty ones. So I'm in the cell dolo, man. I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, minding my business. You know what I mean? I'm probably in the cell like 2 days dolo. You know what I mean? Now, when you in the cell dolo, I told y'all there's a lot of perks that come with that, man. You get to do what you got to do. You can use the bathroom without putting the cut up. You just free. You got your own free thinking in there. You ain't got to worry about watching somebody else using the bathroom. Now, that's just for a short period of time, because you know any matter of time, they're going to bring somebody in your cell. So the time that you have by yourself, you kind of enjoy that. So I'm like on my 2nd day in there. You know what I mean? I'll say probably like the 3rd day in there, I go outside, I come back. When I come back in the pod, old head tell me, yo, Weezy, you got a roommate. I'm like, I got a roommate. Move somebody in while we outside. Usually you don't want to really move nobody in while the roommate is outside. You know what I mean? You don't get down like that. So I slept in cell 26 around this time. So I go up the steps. When I go up the steps, I see a little brown skinned dude. He wasn't little, but he work out a little bit about my height. He wasn't little at all, but at the same time, I see the little brown skinned dude. I see him, you know what I mean? I go up the steps, I see him, he right there, but his stuff is right there. So the whole time, he didn't even go in the cell, you know what I mean? So he just standing right there. So Rec coming back. So as Rec coming back, I see him, you know what I mean? I see dudes hit the joint. He like, yo, my homie in here. Like, I start hearing that, and I look, I see the Bloods that's in the block. They coming up the steps to greet the dude, you know what I mean? So they come up there. So they be like, yo, what's popping, homie? You know what I mean? I'm like, the blood in my cell. Now, I done been in the cell with Bloods before, you know what I mean? Like, but you know, like I told y'all, when you're in prison, man, you kind of want to be compatible. You want to have the perfect roommate because you're in the cell together all the time. So like, I ain't had no problem with it, but still though, that's how my morale was. Like, I was feeling like, damn, they moved the blood in the cell, man. That's crazy right there. So they brushed right past me. I knew all the Bloods anyway that was in the block. They go right past me. You know what I mean? They go right past me. Dot bro up. You know what I mean? It was one particular dude that was in there, man. He was the big homie of the Bloods. And for real, man, I'm not going to call this dude name, man. But all jokes aside, man, like, y'all know Bangin' came to Virginia late. I already explained that to y'all. Like, what, 02? You know what I mean? 01, it was out here. So by the time I'm in prison, I seen it come in 02, 03. But like this dude right here, when the Bloods came in, yeah, they started coming in. They began to have numbers. But when I seen this dude right here come on the yard, man, this dude was probably like 40 something already, if not 50. I'm promising y'all, man. And he was a Blood, and he was an older dude, man. And like, for real, like me seeing that reality of seeing him that old and a Blood, knowing that the Bloods was new to the state and all that, like, it was crazy for me to see. Like, he was like a young old dude, slightly, like, you know what I mean? He was old to the point where his whole mustache was great. You know what I mean? His whole mustache was great. You know what I mean? And he wore glasses, but his whole swag, I want to say he was from up top, you know what I mean? From New York or Jersey. I don't know where he was from, but he had like an up top swag. You know what I mean? I never really conversated with him like that the whole time he was in the block, but like, he had like an up top swag, like the way he walked and all that. So he was kind of like a young dude in the body, but like he was old. You could tell he was old. So with him having the age and being in the Blood, so I guess that boosted him up to the ranks to be the big homie. So Virginia was late to a lot of stuff. At first, I didn't see sets like sticking together. Like I saw that later on in Lawrenceville. Like the sets of different Bloods would hang together and stuff like that. And in the beginning on Sussex, if you was Blood, you just was Blood. All the Bloods rock with each other. You know what I mean? That's just how it was. So the dude, man, he became like the big homie. You know what I mean? He was like one of the, like they had other dudes up there, but he definitely was one of them, man. Anybody that was on Sussex know what I'm talking about, this old dude. But he was all right. He really didn't push nothing. I pinned his leadership skills through being in the block. You know what I mean? He was kind of like, you know, the only thing he was missing was getting to the bag, because he would school the younger dudes, the younger Bloods. He would be front line with the younger Bloods. He would tell them the right thing to do, but at the end of the day, he wasn't generating no money. And I pinned that. I'm like, damn, like you got all these dudes, but ain't nobody getting no bread. Y'all robbing, beating dudes up, doing all this, but nobody's getting to the bag. So I see everybody come greet the dude. Everybody but the big homie dude. You know what I mean? So they dap him up. Dap him up. Melo, what's good? What's good? We're going to call dude Melo, my roommate. So I'm standing right there. So he like, oh, you in this room, bro? I'm like, yeah. He was like, look, I ain't even want to come in there while you was gone. You know what I mean? So I just waited right here. So all of them is like, oh, you going to the cell with Weezy? You good? You good? You good? Weezy's my homie. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. You know what I mean? So he like, man, for real, bro. Like, I was standing out here like till y'all came back from rec for real, man. He was like, I went and got on the phone. I just came back to wait for you to come back because I ain't want to go in the cell. I was like, yeah, that's peace, bro. Appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? So he went in there and put his stuff up. You know what I mean? Get to talking. And I'm not going to say what city this guy's from, man, because this guy kind of hacked it at the end. And I don't know what the gang done. So I don't want to have no parts of that. So we're going to keep his city and his name anonymous, man. So Melo unpacked his stuff. Got his bed right. He shot back out there and started hollering at the blood. So I didn't say nothing to him. I stayed in the cell. So when it was time for lockdown, he came back in the cell. And then, you know, that's when me and him started conversating. He told me where he was from. You know what I mean? He told me he was blood, this and that. You know what I mean? And he told me his age. Me and him was the same age. So he get to talking. He was like, yeah, I seen you when you was in 2 building. He was like, he been up there like 3 years. He was like, I seen you when you was in 2 building. You know what I mean? He was like, I seen you a few times. You know what I mean? Because we wasn't from the same city. You know what I mean? But he breaking everything down. So like, I'll say probably like after like 3-4 days in the cell together, like he started popping up with weed. You know what I mean? He started coming through with weed in the cell. You know what I mean? Smoking because he used to smoke weed. Smoke weed. You know what I mean? So bro had a mama and a sister that really loved him. They loved him to death. Like they would do anything for him, man. Like if he need money, he getting money on his books. If he want to make a play, they gonna give him the money to make a play. If he wanted a visit, he gonna get a visit. If he wanted them to bring the package, they was gonna bring the package. And I pinned that on his second week in the cell with me as he went to the VI and came back with the package. Now, when he came back with the package, he did everything he's supposed to did. He looked out for the gang. He played fair with his homies, dudes from his city. He did all that. But when he came back in the cell, the pack was almost gone because he didn't get a big pack. You know what I mean? He was swallowing balloons, so he didn't really get like a heavy big pack. But when he came back, he was like breaking down to me like, damn, Weezy, like I'm trying to at least send my mama and them back 250, da. He running it down. So I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta stop giving everything out. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, they can't respect that it's business, bro, it's business. So he was like, yo, I respect that. Like, you right. Like, for real, bro, I gotta get money with this. Like, my mama don't wanna have to keep sending me money. So he ran all that down and I did what he was saying. You know what I mean? It all made sense. But I just was schooling him, letting him know that, like, look, bro, you got, if you want to get money, you can't get it like that. Because I did the same thing, looking out for everybody. And at the end of the day, I'm short on what I'm supposed to do. Like, you can't live like that on the street, and you definitely can't live like that in prison, y'all. So, boom. So through the time of just me and Melo being in the cell, like with him being a blood, we kind of got all right. We wouldn't hang in the pod or walk together, the child, and do stuff like that. But we were roommates, you know what I mean? So we were always kicked it in the cell. He liked sports. He liked this, football, all that. We was compatible. We was super compatible. He had his own TV, own CD player. He wasn't dirty. You know what I mean? He just was a blood. So I can remember being in the cell one day and I asked him, like, yo, bro, like for real, man? Oh yeah, and this is why I asked him. This is why I asked him, because like the night before he was hinting on like, you know, because dudes will see that I'm a cool dude and dudes will think like, yo, why you ain't in the gang? Like that's how it was in Virginia. You know what I mean? Like dudes were trying to bring everybody home. So he was like, yo, why you ain't blood, bro? Like, you from Norfolk? Like, what's going on? I'm like, man, shh. Bro, like, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, I just can't rock with everybody, man. I just kept it a band with him. I was like, bro, I can't rock with everybody, bro. Like, I'm more of a loner, and I choose who I feel like is loyal enough for me to hang around and be loyal back to. Like, I can't be loyal to a bunch of dudes that I feel like I don't know if they're going to be loyal to me. And that's the difference of being in the gang. And I picked that from just 2 years on Sussex 2 seeing the gangs. So he was like, yo, I feel you. He was like, I feel you though. You know what I mean? He was like, but you know, like some of us grew up in that stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like they was banging where I was from. And, you know, I just, you know, I wanted to be a part of the fam because they was already my fam. So that's what it was. So when I asked him that, that's how he broke it down. Like why he was blood and all that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, that shit crazy. So I'm like, so your whole intentions growing up, like you definitely wanted to be in the gang. You wanted to be part of the Bloods. He was like, I ain't really want to. He's like, cause my mama didn't want me to. He was like, but everybody I was hanging around was banging. So he was like, that's just how it ended up happening. You know what I mean? But he was like, at the end of the day though, like he was like, I put on for this blood shit though. He's like, I put on for this blood shit, Weezy, man. Like I don't play take it for granted like the next dudes. And for real, I'm trying to build something here. Now, the more and more we talked, the more and more came out. And he started telling me how he got locked up and how much time he had. Bro only had 12 years, which is something that's doable. He only been down 3. So he only got what? Like 8 left, 9, 7 left. He didn't have a lot of time left. That was something he could have definitely done. So he was like, with the type of time that he has left, like he's trying to build something to make blood kind of like an empire, like somebody that you know you gotta go through for everything. And that was his plans. And he used to break that down to me in the cell all the time. Like, look, Weezy, man, like I'm trying to do this. And the dude, he called a big homie dude named the old dude. He was like, hey, for real, he like the opposite because he don't like to do this and he don't like to do that. He more old school with it. Like, Weezy, we gotta get money. Like, everybody gotta get money. Like, if you got somebody that can come see you, like, my peoples will go pick them up. Like, I'm trying to get to this bag, Weezy. Like, so he breaking everything. I'm like, it makes sense. It was crazy to hear a young dude. So, you know what I mean? Like, on top notch point about, like, at least if you're going to be in the gang, man, let's be productive about being in the gang, man. Let's use our numbers to get to this bag. And that's how he was talking. That's how bro used to talk. So I took that bro had major leadership qualities. Like, I took that for that. Like, he had major leadership qualities. He wasn't no little punk little dude. He looked like he was somebody that, you know, you're going to have problems with if you fight. He wasn't scared of nobody. You know what I mean? He stood on his own. He ain't had no smut on his name. You know what I mean? And bro used to go get the package every now and then. So it's like, he had a lot of qualities that I saw that could be a leader. And the dudes that he used to run with in the pod, yeah, he used to be dudes running with the old dude, but the younger dudes started like gravitating to him more because he would come back with that weed. So like I told y'all, in penitentiary, the pack runs everything. Bro got the weed, bro come back, blood's all over him. Blood's rocking with him dumb hard. That's what they do. They rock with him anyway. But like with the weed, they right there. You know what I mean? They outside blowing in the cell blowing. They everywhere smoking. So like, the younger bloods really like gravitating to my roommate, you know what I mean? So he come back in the cell later on that day and he was like, yo, Wizard, man. He was like, man, for real, man. He was like, man, dude, I think dude jealous. You know what I mean? He was like, cause he pulled up on me and was like, I see you looked out for everybody. Like, so when you gonna look out for when you gonna look out for blood? So he was like, look out for blood. He was like, man, I looked out for blood. What you talking about? When I'm gonna look out for blood? He was like, the old dude was like, well, if you look out for blood, that means you gotta look out for me. So he was like, what? What do you mean look out for you? He was like, man, look, well, I'm the big homie of this shit. I said, man, that nigga did not tell you that, man. He was like, man, that nigga told me he was the big homie of this shit. And goddamn, I gotta do what he say. You know what I mean? I gotta move how he tell me move, especially when it comes to getting money, because he know how to do it. He know best. He been in penitentiary longer. I said, what you tell that nigga, bro? He was like, man, I told that nigga, man, I'm my own man. I said, damn right, bro. I said, man, see, that's why I can't be in no damn gang. I can't do it. He was like, bro, I feel you, bro, but it's too late for me, y'all. So boom. Bro ran that whole play down to me. He broke it down and he told me about how dude really kind of like basically told him he need to start kicking more off to him because he probably smoked with the old head, threw him a feezy or two pack piece or two or whatever the case may be, but he didn't probably heavily look out for him, which he couldn't heavily look out for nobody any damn way because he probably wasn't going to get up like a quarter around this time. So he used to run that down to me about the old dude, man. So like the whole time in the block that we was in the block, the old dude kind of like didn't like him. You know what I mean? That's how I took it. Like he would come to our cell and like for me and him never talk, but he'll pop up at the door and I'll see him because he on the top tier. He sleep on the bottom tier. So now he at outdoor, I'll see him. And he be like, he'll give me like the, what's up? Hey, can I talk to him real quick? So I'm looking at him like, can you talk to him? Like you about to kick me out. But I was about to go out anyway. But I'm like, yeah, all right. So I slide. He stayed right by the door. He talked to my roommate for a second. My roommate come out when the doors closed. They right there talking. You know what I mean? I see my roommate like this the whole time on the top tier. Like the lady said, get off the top tier. Y'all clear the top tier. They walk downstairs. They get right there by the steps. I see my roommate breaking it down. He like, nah, hell no. Hey, homie. He calling the rest of the bloods over there. They come over there. They having a big powwow right there by the steps. They talking. I don't know what it was about. You know what I mean? I'm like, this shit crazy. I'm like, the dude Melo, I'm gonna say what he's smart, but like, you know what I mean? That gang shit, man, it never goes right when you're in the gang. Like I just always saw that. I always knew that. So just seeing bro kind of like in this middle of the equation of being a gang member, now he got the old OG dude hating on him. Like I wanted to see how this was gonna play out. You know what I mean? Like it's about so much that I can tell him. He gotta run his own game and run his own life. So like they over there arguing, they like kind of getting into it. You know what I mean? So they argue all the way to the point when the CEO came and did a round. He told them to break it up because they was like 8, 9 deep standing by the steps. So he break it up right here. Y'all doing. So they broke it up. We locked down. Go back in the cell. My roommate like, he on 10. He pumped up. He like, yo, Weezy, man. He was like, yo, man, for real, I'm tired of that old nigga, man. That nigga ain't no good big homie. That nigga ain't doing it what he's supposed to be doing, bro. He got the homies on here robbing niggas for commissary bags, that cheap ass shit when we supposed to be getting the pack, Weezy. This nigga in the fucking way. And that's all this nigga want to talk about is I supposed to look out for him more. Fuck that. I ain't looking out for that nigga or anybody I don't want to look out for. Fuck that shit, Weezy. I'm wrong, Weezy. I'm like, I'm sitting on the bed like, no, you ain't wrong, bro. But he like, man, fuck that nigga, man. I was like, man, what you gonna do? He was like, man, fuck that shit, man. He was like, man, them niggas, man, niggas tired of that nigga anyway, man. He was like, goddamn, for real, Weezy, I want to be the big homie. He said that shit, I stopped. I'm like, damn, bro, I want to be in this shit long term. God damn it. There ain't no pinches in being in the gang, y'all, so boom. I kind of really didn't know how to like respond from like he wanted to be the big homie. What I supposed to tell him? Don't be the big homie, bro. If you in a gang, you might as well rise into the biggest if you want to be, man. If you want to do that with your life, you might as well try to rise as far as possible in the ranks. So I was like, yo, bro, I mean, that's how you feel, bro. Like, I was like, how you gonna do that though? How you gonna dethrone dude? He was like, man, shit, fuck that shit, man. He was like, man, niggas ain't really feeling that nigga. Cause niggas heard some old rumors that when he was on Augusta and this and that about the niggas let that go. When I first got up here, I heard that shit and they introduced me to him. He was like, man, I ain't fucking with that nigga for real. I don't like that nigga, bro. He was like, for real. Me and my other homie, it used to be this other dude that he used to run with from his city that was a blood. And he would always come to say, he was a cool young nigga, but he had a little size to him. He would always come, what's up, Weezy? Goddamn Melo here. I'm like, yeah, he in there. I'll slide out. You know what I mean? He'll go in there, they'll smoke or whatever. But I kind of took a liking to him too. He was a cool nigga. So he was like, yo, look, me and my man ready to do this nigga. We just got to see if the other niggas going. So I'm like, I'm hearing the plan. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, dude look like, you know what I mean? Dude in shape. Dude look like he know what he doing. But my roommate ain't no little nigga either. His homeboy ain't no little nigga. So he was like, man, fuck that shit, Weezy, man. That nigga gotta go. That nigga gotta go. So I'm like, man, do what you gotta do, bro. You know what I mean? My word, next morning come. We go out for breakfast. Goddamn, we go to breakfast, come back. We supposed to lock down, we come out for breakfast. So everybody be running around all the way up to the CO, come and say lock down. And they let us back out probably like 30 minutes later. So everybody locked down. They let us out for the first rec joint. Now, we used to go outside around this time, but this is around the time on Sussex, like at 2 o'clock, I mean at 9 o'clock in the morning, where they just, all the recs basically, where they just started stopping our rec all the time. So we didn't go outside. Man, it's my word. I just hear crazy noise as we out in the pod and I just hear, oh man, y'all gonna do me like, no, fuck that, oh shit. And then I'm looking to see where it's coming from. I'm like, I don't see everybody looking. Niggas like, I look at my homeboy like, pointing down like cell 12. I'm like, damn, so I can't see. But all I hear is, I start hearing that. Nigga, fuck, nigga, you ain't blood no more, nigga. Nigga, fuck, you ain't blood, nigga. Niggas fucking somebody up in that damn cell. So goddamn, I look up, I see my roommate coming out, and they hit the corner from cell 12. He was like, then his homeboy came out like, goddamn, the nigga, the blood nigga, the OG nigga slept in cell 12. Goddamn, that nigga stayed in the joint. You see them niggas pulled up on the bloods and they start talking to the bloods. Bloods hearing them out. They listening, they talking. They like, yo, I guess they told me, yo, we just fucked this nigga up. You know what I mean? This is what it is. That nigga blood, that nigga out. We ain't fucking with that nigga. He can be blood, but he's not the big homie. Like, that's basically what my roommate was saying. So goddamn, the young niggas acting like they complied to that shit. You know what I mean? Now, dude didn't check in immediately. You know what I mean? It took him a little time to check in, you know what I mean? But when he did check in, the OG dude, he checked in, basically. The man checked in. And when he went to the hole, me and my roommate was in the cell talking, and that nigga was happy. He was like, I told y'all I was gonna be the big homie, man. I'm gonna get these niggas right, though. These niggas in the fucking way, bro. I've been bagging for 5 years, bro. These niggas in the damn way. I'm gonna get these niggas right, though. Watch what I tell you. Dude, man, fuck that nigga. Da-da-da. I was like, yo, dude checked in today. He was like, yeah, I know he checked in. Fuck that nigga. As we talking, as we're having this conversation, like we're on lockdown, I look up, his back is to the door. You know what I mean? He facing me, I'm sitting on the bed, but I can see the door. I look up, I see the investigator, that nigga at the door, the white dude, he like, open up cell 26. They open the door, he walked in, he was like, what's up, white? He looked at my roommate, he was like, yeah, I've been hearing big things about you. He was like, what you been hearing about me? He was like, we'll talk about it when you go to segregation, packing stuff up. He was like, go to segregation for what? He was like, under investigation. He's like, under investigation for what? He was like, STG. You can go under investigation anytime you want to. My roommate was like, that nigga was mad as hell. He packed his shit up. You know what I mean? He dapped me up. He was like, I'll let you, bro. I was like, damn, bro, slid. They locked bro ass up on an investigation. That's my word. Now, the rumor got back that the dude was supposed to have told that, you know what I mean, he was running the gang and all this shit. That was the rumor. So he never had a fighting charge or none of that. But he went to the hole. So bro got out from all that. Fast forward the tape. He got out from all that shit. You know what I mean? And I used to see him around the compound. I used to see him around, you know what I mean? Bro was still on his major heavy blood shit. And went from me seeing him around to me not seeing him around no more. So now 2009 came. I go to Lawrenceville, y'all. Let's fast forward the tape. I'm on Lawrenceville now. I get to Lawrenceville. Y'all know they put me in gangland. So when I walk in my block, niggas already tell me, Weezy, you going in the cell with bro, another blood leader. You know what I mean? But I knew him from Sussex too. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I get up there. But when I get up there, bro telling me, my roommate, he telling me everybody that's here. So I ain't even see dude. He's like, he in the cell, you know, goddamn Melo here. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah. He was like, yo, he got his own niggas. Because both of them were blood leaders. You know what I mean? They both were on Sussex. But like, they had their own niggas. So he like, yeah, he got, you know, he got his own niggas and shit, goddamn. He in here and shit, goddamn. I'm like, man, what cell bro in, man? He was like, man, he in cell 5. I'm like, all right. I go downstairs, knock on the door. I had to cut up. Like, yo. He like, who that? Nigga was like, who? I'm like, nah, bro. Ain't blood. I'm like, nah. I'm like, Melo in there. He was like, who that? I'm like, your Thomas Weezy. He was like, Weezy? He get up. He was like, he moved the cut. He was like, oh shit, like nigga, what's up, bro? Like, what's up? I just got up here, bro. He was like, for real? Like, yeah. He was like, shh, bro, look, come in. I go in the cell, bro, with the phone out. Bro, got the chat. You know what I mean? He was like, look, nigga, roll up. It's already like 3-4 bloods in there. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go smoke with my man. Just throw me something. He was like, all right, here. Shit, nigga, he was like, look, bro, anytime I want to be having my way in here, bro. He was like, man, look, I don't even really be coming out the cell, bro. He was like, but look, these my niggas right here. Hey, look, this my nigga Weezy right here. This my nigga Weezy right here. Y'all niggas like, it was good. It was a few young niggas from Norfolk that were bloods. They were like, you from Norfolk? I'm like, yeah, but I'm way older than them niggas. We had nothing in common. So he introduced me. I slid, you know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, it was wild. I ain't seen bro in a few. You know what I mean? Just bumping into him. I see that he's at where he wants to be. He wanted to be a blood leader. Now he's a blood leader. This is what he's doing now, y'all. So boom. Now I'm still in 4 building. You know what I mean? I'm still over in 4 building. This is where I'm still in gangland. And everything is still going up to plan. Now, the only person that I'm hanging with in there is my homeboy Ty. That's the only person I used to chill with in there. And my homeboy Ty was basically breaking down on how my roommate be having shit on Smash. He was like, he seen my roommate beat the hell out of blood dude. I guess they had to slime a nigga out or whatever you want to call it, man. And he said he seen my roommate put work, and he was like, but I fuck with him though. You know what I mean? My homeboy Ty beats with that fighting shit too. He was like, but I fuck with him though. Me and him cool. He was like, that's crazy. You know him and shit. I was like, yeah, he was on Sussex with it, bro. He was like, I ain't never seen that nigga on Sussex, bro. That nigga was up there, bro. And he was in that blood shit. So he ran down everything that they had going on, which was nothing but except my roommate trying to get to the bag. So we come back out the next day. I see him. You know what I mean? When he see me, he like, damn, Weezy, man. He like, damn, bro, you finally hit Lawrenceville. He was like, I've been up here since last year. I said, for real? I said, you got the hell off that shit? He was like, man, I had to get off Sussex, man. I couldn't take that investigator, But he was like, look, though. He was like, man, shit gravy up here, though, man. He was like, you gonna love it. You know what I mean? He was like, for real, this shit, all the gangs. He was like, they just move all the gangs over here. And I knew that because the lady in the property told me. He was like, they move all the gangs to this building. If you under 27 or under 30, they would put you in this building, basically. You know what I mean? So he was like, man, for the most part, though, bro, they just let us run wild. And I witnessed that. That's what they was letting niggas do, just run wild in there, doing whatever the hell you want. So bro told me straight up, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm just getting there. I'm like, yo, bro, like, what's up, bro? Like, what I gotta do, bro? I'm trying to make something shake, bro. What's good, bro? What I need to do, bro? And they was like, man, for real, Weezy, man, if I let you in, bro, my homies gonna be mad. The homies gonna be mad. He was like, I got a situation, though, but the homies gonna be mad and shit. So, like, this, bro, just let this buy for me, bro, like, because I don't want them niggas. I was like, bro, like, I'm saying my people's got to work, bro. I ain't really trying to, you know what I mean? He was like, bro, just trust me, bro. I ain't gonna never hit you in the head. So he basically clapped me getting in the car, which I respected because I wasn't blood, so I won't trip it. But he basically just, like, you know what I mean, broke down everything, man. I was happy to see bro in a position of power. I was happy to see that he made it to where he wanted to be, that he told me in the cell who he wanted to be, and now he's a goddamn OG blood leader, y'all. So boom! Goddamn. Bro up to his regular little activities in the pod, moving around with his homies. You know what I mean? Shit happening all around the building, this gangland in there. Now, when I was on Sussex, it definitely wasn't no Crips like that. You know what I mean? Crips started coming in later, and then they was outnumbered. Then after from the years of being outnumbered, then they started probably coming in a little bit more. And then it started looking like, you know, they can stand up for themselves because they was outnumbered in the Sussex. That's just how it was. I get to Lawrenceville, it's a different story. The Crips had their own situation over there. The GDs had their own situation over there. Blood wasn't the only thing that was running stuff. Bloods definitely wasn't the only one running stuff. It was a lot of Crips and a lot of blood, a lot of GDs up there. That's my word. Like, it was even. It was wild seeing how diverse it got, how it changed up. But I knew it was a matter of time before that happened, man, because it's just how it is, man. Like, it was Crips definitely on Lawrenceville. A lot of them, man. A lot of GDs. So it was like, it wasn't like nobody can poke their chest out. Each gang had somebody that was getting to the bag. Each gang had maniacs. Like, that's just how it was going up there. So I can remember one day we was on the yard. You know what I mean? We on the yard and shit. And at first when we got up there, this was like the evening wreck. I want to say this is the evening wreck, but when we went up there at first, he ain't say nothing to me because when he walked by me, I'm standing on the fence. Goddamn, Melo walked by me with like 4, 5 his homies and shit, but they looked like they was talking about something. But like on their third lap, he came back, like, oh, what's up, bro? What you got going on and shit? He was like, man, shit crazy, man. I was like, what? He was like, yo, remember I was telling you in the cell about goddamn, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't seen my little brother in a minute, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't seen him in a minute. Like, he went back to New York, then he came back, you know what I mean? Because bro used to tell me he had family up top too, you know what I mean? So he was like, he went to New York, but he came back when he was locked up. So he was like, he thinking bro in school and all this shit, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, this is my word. He was like, yo, man, you see the little light brown skin dude over there? I'm like, which one you talking about? He was like standing over there by the goddamn hardbacks. Pardon me for saying that, you know what I mean? But this is what he said. No offense to the no gang members, to no Crips, but this is what he said. He was like, he's standing over there with the hardbacks. I'm like, oh, you talking about Crips? He's like, yeah, he right there. So I'm like, which one? He was like, the one that got the newer clothes on. Now you can tell when somebody just get up there, they got newer clothes. Like they scrubs look new, everything. So he's like, the one right there with the newer clothes. So I was like, oh yeah, I seen. He was like, man, that's my goddamn brother, bro. I'm like, for real, bro? He was like, yeah. I'm like, but like he said it like he was spaced out with it. Like he was spaced out in his mind. I'm trying to read his goddamn brain. And I zoomed in and I had his brain saying, fucking the wrong gang, y'all. So boom. I said, this shit nuts, bro. I said, yo, your brother a Crip? You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, man, that's my real brother, man. Goddamn, as we saying that, the Crips came around. You know what I mean? They was standing like over by the basketball courts. They come around the yard. They come around. I see his brother kind of like, you know what I mean? His brother like, he see him and shit. He like, oh, you stopping shit. You know what I mean? Now, this is around the time where kind of like, you know, I'll say earlier, the Bloods and Crips didn't talk, kick it, none of this shit. But I get Lawrenceville, shit's changing. So I guess it's changing on the street that you can coexist around each other. You know what I mean? Like without it being beef, even if you're in a different gang. So that's kind of like how I was in prison when I was in Lawrenceville. You know what I mean? Like they was getting along. So like, it wasn't drama. They would bump heads, but it wasn't drama. So he come around with his niggas and he seen goddamn Melo grab that nigga like, he grabbed him like this and was like, damn, bro, man, this shit crazy, man, let's spin. So they just started walking. It was crazy because they walking and it's like him and Melo walking in the front. And then you see the Bloods kind of like behind Melo and them. And then you see the Crips kind of like to the left of his brother. You know what I mean? So they walking laps. Like it looked crazy. So when we get back in the building, everybody talk about it. It was like, yo, you nigga said nigga Melo brother a Crip. Like it was funny type shit. Like, and I'm like, I didn't think it was funny because I'm like, that's a wild dynamic right there. His brother is a fucking Crip. Like, how could this be? Your main brother is a Crip. Like, I really didn't understand that shit. You know, I'm not saying it can't happen. And I'm not saying that don't happen in other states. You probably got mamas, cousins, all type of people in different gangs. But in Virginia, that shit was just wild. Like, damn. Like, because I know how much bro love blood. Melo, his big brother, really love this shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. So they finished lapping and shit and got down. You know what I mean? As they talking and shit, got down. They get back to where the fence was about to, when you let out to get out of the fence at. So that's where I was standing at. So they right there and shit, Crips right here, the Bloods right here. Goddamn, one of the Blood niggas was like, yo, man, tell that nigga he banging the wrong thing. Tell that nigga he banging the wrong thing. Goddamn, that nigga brother was like, fuck you say? He was like, the nigga looked at him, right? Nigga was like, nigga, you heard what the fuck I said? Nigga, you banging the wrong gang. The nigga Melo was like, man, chill, homie. The fuck, man? He was like, yo, this is my brother right here, man. The fuck, man, we ain't got no beef with him, man. What the hell you doing? He screamed on the Blood nigga. Blood nigga was like, yo, I was just saying, though, big homie. Like, that nigga in the wrong gang, though. That nigga in the wrong gang, big homie. That nigga was like, yo, man, look, man, shut up, man. Get the fuck from out of here, man, with that dumb shit. So dude just kind of spun and went away. But his brother standing there like, man, you better talk to that nigga, man. What the fuck? That nigga got me fucked up. He can't know who the fuck I am. Goddamn, he called out his Crip name. You know what I mean? He was like, nigga, this is who I am. Goddamn, dude was like, man, all right. His homeboy kind of like waved him off and shit. Melo was like, man, what the fuck? So Melo grabbed his brother and started talking to him again. His brother was like, yo, look, man. He was like, look, I know you big bro. But like, yo, keep them niggas in check though, cause you know what I mean? Like me and my niggas ain't going for that shit. And they already been Crip and Blood shit over there already. I seen Crip and Richmond. I done seen it all over there. So like bro was on some old different page type shit. Like he was trying to organize the Crips. So we go back in the pod, you know what I mean? I bump into Melo later on in the pod. Melo still looking like he a little upset about how outside played out. But you know what I mean? I felt like it was something else that was bothering him, you know what I mean? So when we bump into each other again, you know what I mean? I asked him what was good and shit, you know what I mean? He was like, man, like that shit, bro. He was like, bro, that shit almost brought a tear to my eyes seeing that my brother a Crip, bro. He was like, man, we used to beef with them niggas hard on the street. You know what I mean? That's why when they come in penitentiary, we was fucking them niggas up. He was like, nah, I gotta look at this nigga, and he fuck with the blue side. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, bro, you can't. Like, what can you do, bro? You ain't been around, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, but he know I been blood. He know our family up top blood. Like, what the fuck is he doing, Louise? I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. I was like, man, that's a tough situation right there. I said, cause you know this shit'll go up any time on this compound. Like, this shit liable to go up any goddamn time. He was like, yo, man, that shit dumb as a bitch. Man, that shit dumb as a bitch. Now, I'm still in the cell with the dude that's a blood. Now, my roommate that's a blood, he's one of the blood OGs too. He's from New York. Now, he has the green light in the part. I said this before. He had the green light. They moved him over there along with another blood dude over there. And they had them kind of like, they gave them jobs in the pod, but they basically had the green light to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Because they had to control when certain shit go down in the building if it had to do with blood. So my roommate shoot out one day. The lady come on the intercom. She called his name. I need you to go to 42 pod. I need you to go to 42 pod. Look like something about to go down. He like, he get up, he go over that jump. You know what I mean? He was gone for like 20 minutes. He come back before we came out for rec. He came back in the city. He was like, man, he was like, yo, that nigga Melo, brother, man, that nigga just got down, hit one of my homies with a lock in the sock. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he hit him with a lock in the sock. So he dipped. He go down to Melo's cell, you know what I mean? So I guess he down there talking to Melo. So the lady opened the doors up, you know what I mean? So we come out for rec and shit. So you see him and my roommate and Melo having a major conversation, you know what I mean? So Melo like, you know what I mean? He just shaking his head because like he knew like this was a bad dynamic. Like it's a crazy dynamic. Your brother's a Crip around this time, but it was bad. Like it was bad to have because like stuff can happen. Like and next thing you know, you don't know what you're gonna do because this is your blood brother. So Melo just standing there looking like, you know what I mean? So he get the word from his other homies, you know what I mean? Goddamn what's going on. So they call outside rec. We go outside again. Everybody outside, Bloods over here, Crips over here. Goddamn Melo brother. Goddamn, he don't even look like he want to talk to him now. You know what I mean? He don't even look like he want to talk to him because like, I guess he feeling like he got to be on point against the Bloods. You know what I mean? I feel him. That's your brother. Like, of course you don't think he might not hurt you, but like, you got to be on point. That's how I'm feeling. So he's standing there, you know what I mean? And he ain't talking to Melo. So Melo talking to the Bloods that's over in 42 pod. So he talking to them, you know what I mean? So they telling him, I guess, what's going on. Everybody in the yard knows what's going on, but I guess he's telling Melo what's going on. So after Melo finished goddamn hollering at him, Melo pull up on his brother, let me holler at you, man. Goddamn, his brother goddamn stepped to the sidewalk. They were on the fence. He comes to the sidewalk. Melo was like, yo, look, man, you ain't gonna come up this bitch stirring shit up, man. Fuck around with you, man. I'm gonna fuck what gang you in, nigga. His brother was like, nigga, I don't need you, nigga. The fuck, yeah, we brothers, bro. I ain't seen you, bro. These my brothers right here. These my brothers right here. Yeah, these my lokes right here. Like, these, I don't need you, nigga. That nigga Melo was like, he was like, man, look, you don't mean that shit, bro. I ain't seen you in years, nigga. He was like, man, fuck that shit, nigga. I bang blue, nigga. I bang blue. That's just what it is. So I'm like, damn, I was fucked up. So Melo tried to alleviate the tension. He tried to do as much as he could because, you know, bro, in Lawrenceville, they get in this shit, but, you know, bro, part of the smart gang members. He ain't really trying to fuck up on Lawrenceville unless he really has to. So Melo was just like, man, fuck it. Like, he kind of like washed his hands with this shit. You know what I mean? So I guess when they went back in the building, man, this is my word, they went back in the building, man. Goddamn, that nigga Melo brother and like two other dudes, but it was more Bloods. This is the word I got. It was too many Bloods. And they said they got on them Crips ass, man. That's what they said, man. They said it was like fucking probably like 6 on 11. You know what I mean? They said they got on them niggas ass, man. Long story short, they only locked up half of the dudes. Melo brother got away with it, and like 3 other more Blood dudes got away with it. So they locked up a bunch of Crips, a bunch of Bloods. You know what I mean? They had us locked down for a day. We come back out on this next day, which was a Friday. I'll never forget this because I went and got a haircut. I go out in the hallway to get a haircut where the barber shop is at. I'm out there in the hallway. Goddamn, I see Melo out there. Melo out there talking to some Blood niggas. You know what I mean? So I hear the Blood niggas say, yo, all his homies gone now. Yeah, all his homies gone now. Them niggas in the hole. Yeah, them niggas in the hole. What you want us to do, big homie? This is my word. I hear Melo was like, yo, man, look, man, look, just wait, bro. Like, let me see what's going on first, man. And then, you know what I mean? Goddamn, the CO dude came from the front slide. He like, hey, y'all clear the hallway. Melo slid in the barber shop where we was at. He come in this because you can come in there. It's a little space for him to come in there and shit. I'm right there in the chair getting a haircut. He slide in and shit. He got there waiting for dude to leave the CO. Goddamn, I turn around. He turn around and shit. He like, shh. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro. I'm like, damn, them niggas trying to get at your brother now, bro. He was like, shh. I'm like, can't stop it, man. He hit a nigga with a lock. Them niggas was over there rumbling. You know what I mean? He was like, Mike, can't stop this shit, Weezy, man. I'm like, bro, so what you gonna do, bro? I started understanding. You feel me? I started understanding kind of like how he was feeling. If I was in that predicament, what would I do? I don't know, because I'm not in the gang. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I would do. I know if I wasn't in the gang, my brother was in the gang, I'm still gonna go with my brother. You know what I mean? That's what I do know. But I don't know if I was in a gang, my brother was in the opposite gang, what the hell I would do, y'all. So boom! I honestly didn't know. I'm keeping it a band with y'all, man. But bro, like, man, like, that shit crazy. I might can't stop that shit, man. I'm like, yo, man. I was like, damn, bro, like, you talk to your moms, because he had a good relationship with his moms and shit, you know what I mean? I told you she could come see him when he was in the cell. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, she know he up here. He was like, man, but for real though, bro, like, bro, I ain't gonna be able to live with myself, Weezy, man, if I let something happen to that nigga, man. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, man. I'm saying, like, yo, look, we in prison, my nigga, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't a whole lot you can do outside of if he leave this compound. Like, y'all still gonna be enemies. Like his side don't like your side. That's just what goes down, bro. So, like, I don't know how you gonna handle this shit, man. My best advice to you, bro, you know what I mean? This shit sounded like little mushy paws. I said, bro, this follow your heart, bro. Like, it ain't funny, but like, that's what I sound like, bro. This follow your heart, bro, because this is a major crazy situation right here. You know what I mean? This is a crazy situation you in, like, your brother, you know what I mean? So I'm just getting on the compound, you know what I mean? I don't want to look like I'm involved in nothing, you know what I mean? My homeboy Ty seen me talking to Melo too damn much. He's like, yo, man, stay out of that shit, bro. I'm like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. He like, you keep talking, you want to be blood, nigga? I'm like, man, go ahead with that shit, man. He like, man, look, bro, them niggas goddamn, them niggas gonna go up and they ain't gonna go down. That's just how I go, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, you right, man. I'm gonna stay my ass all the way out this shit, y'all. So boom! Melo was confused. Melo went back in the pod, not knowing what to really do, except this. We went to dinner. I see him go to dinner. The Crips sit on the right side of the chow hall when you first come into the chow hall. The Bloods sit on the left side of the chow hall where I used to sit at. I'm not Blood, but it just, that first side of the chow hall just lined up with Crips. Goddamn, this side of the chow hall lined up with Bloods. So I just used to sit on the left side. It wasn't because I chose which side, but I seen Melo sitting at the table talking to his brother. And this time it looked like his brother was kind of like listening, like he was listening because, you know, he probably feeling like he outnumbered right now. He has no fucking wins right now. Every Crip didn't fuck with every Crip. You know what I mean? I was just learning how the sets move and your team. I was just learning all that shit. But he's sitting at the table looking like he really listening. Melo just giving it to him. It's just him and Melo at the table. All the Bloods is like right there. They kind of met in the middle. They was sitting like on the edge of where the Bloods be at, but around the coolers was where the Crips be at on the other side. So they was like in the middle. So they right there having a conversation. And Melo looked like he giving it to him, like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? What's up? What's up, bro? Da, da, da. You know what I mean? That nigga was just listening. You know what I mean? And then got up from the table, yo. He was like, man, I ain't dropping my motherfucking flag, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Melo was like, nigga, you can get out that shit, nigga. You ain't know what the fuck you was doing, nigga. Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? Come over here with your big bro, nigga. You gonna be beside me, nigga. And nigga was like, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. I ain't getting out my flag. Fuck y'all niggas. Was like, nigga, Blood niggas got up. Like, the CO was like, man, what the hell going on? The Blood niggas was like, yo, what the fuck you say, nigga? That nigga backed up to the door of the child. Nigga like, man, fuck all y'all niggas, man. And fuck you too, Melo. And they walked out the child hall. I was like, oh, shit. This nigga's a psycho. He dipped. He go back to the building. Goddamn. Melo and all the Bloods come back in. They ain't go to his pod. They ain't do none of that. And still his brother hasn't been touched yet. So goddamn Melo come back to the pod and shit. And it was like, that nigga ain't know who to turn. And he was like, hey, Weezy, me holler at you, Weezy. I'm like, what's up? I told him my homeboy Ty. He said, bro, what are you doing? I said, what's up? But I know bro though, so I won't really think about what my homeboy was saying. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, look, man. He was like, yo. He was like, man, I need you to hold this jack for me, bro. He was like, look, the only reason I need you to hold it, because I don't think I'm going to make it back from the gym, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, for real, goddamn, when I get locked up, bro, just send it to my homie in 60 building, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to write him a kite. He already know what's going on. Just let him know you got it. For the time being right now, this the code. You can use it right now. But I'm about to go to the gym. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm going to the gym too, bro. What the fuck you mean, bro? Like, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Like, I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to see how this compound, what this shit got going on. So I'm looking and watching and being nosy about every goddamn thing. So I said, bro, I'm going to the gym. He was like, well, just put it up then. You know what I mean? I'm like, I thought about it because I don't do no holding shit for niggas. Like, I ain't do that a whole bunch of times in my bed. But I'm like, all right, man. So I get the jack. You know what I mean? Goddamn. Go holler at goddamn Ty homeboy. Hey, look, hold this right quick till we come out from the gym. He's like, all right, put him in the jack. Jacks was every fucking way. So I let him hold the jack. We go to the jump. Now, bro probably didn't want to give his jack to none of the Bloods because all them niggas about to crash right now. That's what's about to go on. So they go to the gym. They call gym. We go to the gym and shit. Goddamn. We in the gym, man. Like, I told y'all how the gym is shaped. The gym is shaped like we can get to the gym from our side of the yard on the north side and the south side of the yard. They can get to the gym from their side of the yard. So the gym was big and it was right in the middle. So it was a door on our side and they had a door on their side. On their side, you walk in the gym, it's a full court. On our side, you walk in the door, it's a full court. So it was 2 full courts in the gym with a hallway in the middle to get to both of them. So I walk in the gym. I see all the bloods, like, you know what I mean? Because everybody ain't balling. It's the gym, table tennis, all type of shit going on. Niggas just being there congregating for real. So I see the bloods standing there kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, they just like waiting for the rest of the building to come in. Because when we have the gym, the whole building goes to the gym. Not that you don't have to go, but the building has the gym. So I guess it was 42 time to come in. He started seeing niggas from 42 coming in and shit. Goddamn, nigga, look, see his brother coming in that bitch. His brother walked in with like 2 other Crip niggas. Now, he ain't used to be with these other 2 Crip niggas. I didn't even recognize these niggas. You know what I mean? But he came in with the other 2 Crip niggas. So they all in the gym and shit. Goddamn. I see Melo kind of like, he got his back to his brother, but he talking to like 7 bloods. He like, goddamn, that nigga look like he was orchestrating. That nigga, goddamn orchestrator. That nigga telling them niggas where to go, where to move, all type of shit. He on goddamn point what he's supposed to be doing. But I didn't know what his decision was going to be with his brother. Just standing over there like, oh, they walked to the south side part of the full court. So we all over there now on that side. We came in from the other side, but everybody on that side of the court. Man, we get over there, man. Goddamn, bloods over that bitch deep as a bitch. You know what I mean? Niggas over there deep as a motherfucker. Goddamn. That nigga goddamn Melo talking to the dude that his brother was arguing with that day. Dude like, yo, man, fuck that shit, man. That nigga can't keep disrespecting blood, homie. Like, yeah, he can't keep disrespecting blood, homie. Like, you gotta make a call. Like, what you gonna do? So Melo like, yo, that's my fucking brother, man. Like, y'all niggas wildin', man. Let that shit go. That nigga don't want no more smoke, man. Let that shit. That nigga like, yo, fuck that nigga. That nigga gotta learn like the rest of these niggas. We got homies in the hole right now for these fucking hardbacks. That nigga just talking reckless. I see his brother just standing there like, the other dudes he with, them niggas looking goddamn like, oh shit, this nigga just walked us into the lion's den. There's bloods every goddamn way, you hear me? He walked into that shit. And he walked in, there was bloods everywhere. Melo having a meeting with them niggas. He talking niggas from the other side of the yard, there's bloods. Niggas like, yo, like, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, yo, when the last time you was around your brother? Do you really love your brother? Like, niggas was asking them those type of questions. Melo, like, body language and everything about him just was feeling like, man, like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, what would y'all do? Tell me in the comments, what the hell would y'all do if your brother was in the opposite gang and niggas was ready to get at his ass? What the hell would you do? That's a crazy situation right there, man. The niggas congregated, man. The dude just was like, man, fuck that shit, man. That nigga walked over there where goddamn, that nigga motherfucking Melo brother was at. That nigga walked over there, he was like, yo, hey, yo, talk that shit now. And that nigga swung like he tried to smack Melo brother. Melo brother dunked that shit. Boom, boom, gave that nigga a 2-piece McNugget meal. I'm talking about beautiful. They right there in the gym. And when we have the gym, it's only one CO that be in there. And they can't watch everything. They be in the office. They be over here. Nigga hollering at them over here. They can't watch everything. No police is over where we at. Melo brother give a 2-piece. Pop, pop, quick jank. Goddamn blood nigga, goddamn grab that nigga. They start fighting. When them niggas start wrecking the 2 other Crip niggas like trying to jump in that shit. Man, bloods came from every goddamn where. Man, bloods came from every goddamn where. It was like 8 niggas on them niggas. It was like an 8-on-3. Them niggas right there rumbling. That nigga Melo came. That nigga Melo brother came up with it. And that nigga had a knife. That nigga was getting hit. That nigga was like, that pulled that goddamn knife. Blood nigga was, oh, he got a knife, homie. He got niggas was like, fuck around with y'all nigga. Nigga blood nigga hit him. Bow. That nigga went this way. He ain't let the knife go. Melo was standing over there like this. Them niggas rumbling hard as a bitch. That nigga ain't let that knife go. Every time he tried to go at that nigga, like, drop the knife, homie. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. That nigga, he's about to come at that nigga catch him. Wow. That nigga still won't let that bitch go. Man, it's my word, man. That nigga, they had that nigga surrounded in the gym. Then they had that nigga held onto that damn knife. And if he could have got close to any one of those bloods, he definitely was gonna stab him, man. That nigga Melo stood there. It looked like he was in deep thought. And I'm watching this shit like, these niggas wild as a bitch. I'm getting out the way of shit. I'm like, these niggas wild as a bitch. And then Melo was like, and he grabbed the blood nigga. He grabbed the nigga by his back of his motherfucking neck. He walked up on the blood nigga like this. He was like, he swung that nigga. Blood nigga like, yo, what you doing, homie? He hit that nigga. When he hit that nigga, his brother swung the knife at a nigga. The nigga seen it like, the nigga, bro, they was so shocked that Melo was fighting them. When his brother swung the knife at the blood nigga, The nigga, like, it took like he had the perfect peripheral instincts. Cause as he was about to look at Melo, like, what the fuck? That nigga looked, and he seen that damn knife coming in there, weaving that shit. That's just like, but you still seen it rip his shirt. So I guess like it sliced him. You know what I mean? So he like, motherfucker. He back up, nigga got that knife, Melo brother. He start chasing them niggas with the knife. That nigga Melo over that bitch fucking nigga up. That nigga that was like, fuck me. Fuck, don't you nigga? Nigga hit Melo, boom, boom. Now he fighting the bloods. Now it's him and his brother. His brother swinging a knife. This shit was crazy, y'all. That nigga Melo helped his brother out, man. That nigga helped his brother. They stood toe-to-toe against them niggas, man. They stood toe-to-toe against them niggas, man. The lady that work in the gym, she seen all that shit. I guess somebody had to tell her, because this is how she walked on outside. She came from the hallway. She was like, oh, hell no. She dipped. She went down the damn phone. Next thing you know, the gym over there, the door from that side, gym door open from that side. Police blitz the gym. They come in that motherfucker. Them niggas still in that bitch room. Nigga Melo brother, they like, yo, put the knife down. Put the knife down. He's like, man, them niggas trying to kill me. Fuck that shit. Them niggas trying to kill me. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Goddamn Melo like, Melo ain't saying shit. Melo just, he waiting for the next nigga to swing and he just ran. Man, it's my word, man. They came in, man. They grabbed all them niggas. They had so many niggas in handcuffs, man. They said, you ain't got shit to do with this. Go to that side of the gym. So everybody went to that side of the gym. Even niggas that escaped went to that side of the gym. But Melo, his brother, the dude that wanted to fight Melo brother, and them two Crip dudes, and probably a couple blades. They locked up like 7 niggas that day. They locked up like 7 niggas that day, man. But I promise y'all on everything I love, man, I respect Melo, man. I respect him, man, because I'm going with my brother. No matter what, I'm going with my brother. I don't give a fuck if he right or wrong. Me and my brother could be in the mall right now, and if someone say something stupid, he ain't got to say nothing. I'm going to take off on a nigga. I'm going with my brother, man. I respect Melo for that shit, man. He went with his brother against his own goddamn gang. Melo worked his way up to the damn ranks to become the fucking one of the OGs. And he went out with his brother, who was a damn Crip. Just imagine that, y'all. That's why I had to tell y'all this story. Like, this isn't a funny story. This isn't comical. This is real shit. Because I witnessed a nigga put his flag to the side for his brother. And this nigga was like big status in the Bloods. That was real shit in my book, man. That was real shit in my book. Melo, you know who you is. If you watching this story, bro, salute, my guy. I don't know if you still banging the blood. I don't know what's going on. But that was real shit right there. That was some of the realest stuff that I experienced in my beard right there, man. That was gangster right there, man. He went with his goddamn brother, man. And I respect that shit, y'all. That's my word, man. That shit, they gave them niggas a riot fight. They gave them niggas a riot charge and all that shit. Usually when you get riot charges, your level boosters up this damn high. They shipped them niggas, man. I never seen Melo again. I never seen his brother again. I never seen that blood dude again. I never seen them niggas no more. You know what I mean? A little bit after that, you know what I mean? That shit happened. Probably like 2 weeks later, the fucking GDs and Crips against Richmond. That shit happened. That's what made me tell the lady, look, get me out of this damn pod, out this building. I'm trying to go to 30 building where my homeboys was at. 30 building, send me over there. I ain't in the gang. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. The lady tricked me and moved me to goddamn San Francisco, man. But this is around that time. But that shit was so wild to experience. How bro kept it a band with his brother, man. Like, that shit was gangster right there, y'all. And I respect that shit. And that's the end of the damn story. I appreciate y'all for watching as always, man. But I definitely need y'all to stay out the way out here, man, because our life depends on it, man. Our family lives depend on it, man. Like, we got to do the right thing out here, man. We want to grow old, man. If you young dudes want to get gray hairs in y'all beard, man, you got to be able to stay the hell out the way, man. I've been home 8 years not doing nothing, staying my ass out the way, man. Can y'all do the same, man? I know it's hard because y'all want to slide and beef with your ops until you're dead, until they dead. That's not the blueprint, man. That's the blueprint they want y'all to go by. Y'all going by that blueprint, beefing with your ops forever? Why don't you just move away from your ops? That's all you gotta do, man. Man, like, y'all niggas trying to beef until it's the bloody end, man. Dudes weren't doing that shit back in the day, man. The way y'all move and the way y'all act, I'm not knocking it because y'all got y'all own lives to live, man. But that shit just ain't right, man. I want to see y'all do better, man. Staying out the way is the best way to live, man. Not the stress way to live, man. And just don't forget I told y'all that, man. I'm going to run it back. Staying out the way is the best way to live. Not the stress way to live, man. And I just want y'all to stay out the way, y'all. Period. But y'all already know the count, man. It's the Thursday banger game. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one right here, y'all. Like, share, subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get this. Let's get it. Let's go. But I love y'all to death, man. Y'all be safe and stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.